everyone, and welcome to tonight's weekly speaker series. I'm taking over this stream right now. Corali is not able to join, but will help us during moderation. And today we're going to present our gaming breakdown for today's weekly speaker series. And today we're here by joining a guest, Emanuel Acosta.
Hello, I'm Eman- I am Emanuel Acosta. I am an independent game developer, and I make YouTube videos about Minecraft and video game development in general. And I am minister a Minecraft server, and I was asked here to break down Minecraft and all its game mechanics and see what we can learn from this project, from this game.
Excellent.
Okay. So see my guidelines, my notes. I love missed them. Okay.
So starting from just generally describing this game. So what is Minecraft?
Okay, Minecraft is an infinite sandbox game where the intention is to create different buildings using blocks and exploring it and basically simulating real life. The Minecraft is basically virtual Legos, which is the best simile there is because you have access to all these materials and you can create stuff from pixel art to actual working computers using different mechanics in the game. The art style of this game is very reminiscent of old school computers and old school and like 16-bit era games where it has different pixelated textures and the environments are made of cubes and it has this pixelated aesthetic to it all.
Sweet. And basically we can
Compared
just
to
do anything.
other
Just do anything in Minecraft. Basically if you want to build a house, if you want to do a survival um like any other game.
yeah, and like this freedom of choice like enabled so many people to have this creativity and create different things out of this basic cubes, which is amazing. For example, this person like called Sethbling actually made a fully functional Atari 600 emulator using Minecraft,
Really? Wow.
using the map maker. Yes, I can show you. I got a video you can show if you want. But like it works even though it's at 1 frame per second, but it works, which is amazing. It can even it like he used the tools it had to create it. It's super cool.
I
And
I've seen
like
okay.
this,
I've seen one thing about the Minecraft is that they made also a full scale Star Trek Enterprise. Like the ship that you used to see in Star Trek, that one, the Enterprise. They made it, yeah. And that's like
yeah,
in the first um
I,
like in the first previews and stuff. Yeah. Ah, that's amazing.
like that's the classic mega build. Like almost everybody in the community knows about that mega build, and like it's super awesome. And like as time goes on and the developers keep adding stuff to the game, it keeps enriching the game and more creativity stuff comes in. For example, in the next update, the Nether update, we're gonna get new colored bricks, blackstone, and it's gonna enable to create a sorry to create black castles, very metallic structures, which is gonna be really cool. And a key of Minecraft's growth as a game itself, it's the ever since it started out as a Notch, the creator of like publishing small update and small update on the game and like
Hmm.
creating traction.
So, um, what I love about Minecraft is that you have the ability to do anything in the game. Um, and like the first instance, my first time playing this game was on like 1.7 in a Java edition. And when I started playing that game, I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, you can. I was told that you can just do anything. You can punch that block. You can place that block. You can attack those enemies. Wait, there's enemies in the game, so it's like an RPG. Kind
Same.
of.
Yeah. That reminds me my first experience with Minecraft. I remember my first night when I started seeing the monsters and they came after me. That was crazy. But now let's focus on the game modes and the thing, which are
Okay,
basically different ways to experience Minecraft.
so
Later
let me.
on, I'm gonna talk more about the game loop, and then we can talk more about the mobs and stuff. Okay?
Okay, okay,
Okay.
so
So
right
the
now we
game.
start. Oh, sorry. Oh, continue. Sorry for the interrupting.
Yeah, don't worry. Okay, the game modes and the survival aspect of the game. The game is divided like three game modes, two main ones, which are the most common played, which is the survival game, which is where the player has like hunger and health. They got to worry about, and you gotta collect those items. And anything you build, you gotta gather the items, gather the resources, and everything, or otherwise you're gonna have a bad time, and the monsters are gonna kill you. They're gonna keep that. A variation of this game mode is also the game mode of hardcore, which is basically a very high difficulty game mode where it's the same thing except you got only one life and you don't so once you get killed, you die. No On the complete opposite side of the spectrum, we got the creative mode, which is arguably the best game mode because you can create stuff without worrying about monsters. You got all the items you need, all the blocks you need, unlimited and completely accessible. So you can create anything you want. If you want to create a great castle that you had in mind, you go ahead and like create it, build, place blocks, and also you got immortality where you're gonna never gonna die and nothing can defeat you, and you can also fly so you can build faster, and you can also have a smooth design experience where you build and you can express your. And finally, we got the adventure mode, which is basically a game mode that's not actually present itself on the selection, but it's a game mode designed for users that create custom maps made by players. And like in this adventure mode, you the original creator of can control what's going to happen. And I'm gonna talk more in depth about that. It's for the custom map aspect of Minecraft.
So starting. Okay. So just to give you the basics of like, how the population, or how the gaming audience for those who played Minecraft just went. And I think I have it in my notes. I don't know why. Okay, it's right here. So, checking on how many players own Minecraft. Like, they must be like over like 100,000, I
Last time I
believe.
remember, yeah, it's over 1,000, like or 10,000. Because last time I remember it was like 100,000. So yeah, and it's a literally a behemoth of a community-based game, and there's a really huge community out there of people who play and YouTubers, Minecraft YouTubers that create content for people who play Minecraft, which is way. So continuing on, the survival game mode has this very interesting, which is the kind of decisions that the player is gonna take. It has the single player where the player is gonna create a world, and the worlds are completely infinite.
Mhm. Oh.
This number,
Okay.
which is the gets turned around and like does a bunch of math functions and random number generation to create this and structures around it using noise maps and seeds within seeds and stuff, and creates the stage of the game basically.
Mhm.
Okay, and also when you start the game, the world generation happens. You create the world, everything starts going normal, and you start wondering. That's where you find trees, mobs, pigs, and sheep, where you're going to punch them. Because you got two inputs basically in the game, which is left click, which is like place blocks, punch blocks, and break them, or you can right click, which is to add blocks. I mean, left click for breaking. Once breaking and it is placing. And once you can break blocks or punch enemies with that button. And you also try to punch trees to gather wood. And then the nightfall happens, and as we mentioned before, all the mobs are going to come towards the big monster and try to towards you and try to destroy you when the night. So you gotta build a base. Once you build this base, usually made out of dirt because you started out, you don't have any resources at all, and like once you build this structure, you're gonna stay there in the night while the night passes. And if you gather wood beforehand, you might start be able to create a crafting table and a pickaxe and start mining, which is the title. This phase of the game where you craft and mine, you can to gather resources, which is the name of where literally the name of the game. You grab resources to create more. For example, if I want to create glass to make a window on my house, I go to a desert, gather some sand, make a furnace, which is made by using stone. Once I have the stone, you can craft everything you need using that stone, and you can make a furnace. And there you can melt the glass, and once you have the glass melted, you can create basically you can create your own your own windows, and you got glass. And usually, Minecraft is basically a chain of different actions to gather stuff and to do. For eventually, you have your hunger, which depletes over time. And if you don't satisfy it, you're gonna starve to death in game. And you gotta start crafting. You gotta start getting food sources. For example, a farm. How do you get a farm? Well, you need to grab wheat seeds, which you can get by breaking grass blocks around and trying to look for seeds. And once you got those seeds, you gotta get a water bucket and make a trench where you put the water in, and then you grab a hoe, and then you prepare the area for the plant to grow, and then you put the seeds in, and it grows, and then you have basically a sustaining food source. Or you can also go ahead and dying and losing your and explore the area, find a mob, destroy that mob, and gather its resources. Or even better, if you already had the wheat, you can bring that mob towards and like try to make a farm there where you can grow up the populations of mobs and like have a forward farm where you can pork shops for free.
And so like getting into like going for how the mechanics work on Minecraft. That this is like basically centered into almost realism kind of thing.
Yeah, the survival is like the realistic, to say it that, where you get items and you basically survive or you die, like real life.
And looking okay, let's let's start with the world. Right now, I have opened a new world so that everyone can see how this works. Boom. So look at that. We started into a new world. We have a
Sorry.
okay. So right now we have started a new world, and we have trees around us, and we got like sort of in a plains or kind of a forest. And just to see like all of these blocks, just for those who don't know the term about voxel, is basically a 1 meter cube like block that is like contained into a voxel, which is all of the blocks contained into one area or location. And I just got some of the like measurements of how it went like for one voxel block, which is literally if you can count it like it was like I don't know if it's 32 feet or see I have to look this up. I have my notes here prepared and I don't get it. But just to get you the basic gist,
The block size.
the block says yes.
It's 16 by 16 pixels each block, and each 16 by 16 cube, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's how the world generates itself. And fun fact, the actual conversion rate of a block to an actual measurement in the real world is basically a meter per block. So a block is equal to a meter in real life. Fun fact.
Mm-hmm. So when I usually
Okay, also continuing on with other. I'm sorry.
go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, other things like the player can do. Basically, the main objective is to get diamonds, because once you get the diamonds, you become capable of using mining obsidian and traveling through the nether, which is kind of the mid game, basically. To go to the nether and gather more and each different that you have to do in this game reflects that. You have to gather resources to do X thing. If you wanna make a farm, you gotta gather resources and do it. If you wanna create a mob grind where you can grind for mobs and get the resources, you gotta gather resources first so you can gather more resources then.
It's an like a never-ending cycle of just gathering resources to get into a certain point or objective in your like goal list. So getting on to the point of how it works, what will be different? Why is Minecraft different from the rest of the games that pop up? Like for example, um, Rust or I believe another one, Terraria, which came after Minecraft.
Yeah, yeah, Terraria. Terraria is basically 2D Minecraft. If I gotta put it like that.
So you got, I think that's all I can think of at the top of my head in any other survival game that came after Minecraft.
Yeah, like Rust and maybe not those, but like basically the survival game boom that we have like a couple that we can say that was inspired by those things are basically like a different iteration of Minecraft.
So one now, thinking, going through the player motivations in this game, you already talked about how you start as a new player or newcomer into this game, that you need to find resources fast. And is there any some kind of achievements in this game?
You unlock you there's this thing inside of the game called advancements. It's like the in-game version of achievements, where you can guide you through to the things you want to do. And a player motivation itself in general would be, for example, to create a city or to defeat the Ender Dragon, which in well, it's quite the task, and you gotta gather a bunch of resources and explore the world intensively to do so. And it's actually quite the normal challenge and really interesting for different players. And usually, when they add a new update, they usually add a new challenge for the player. For example, the latest update, they are going to add the new netherite items. The new netherite items are very difficult to use and to create, and very difficult to gather them. But in rewards, you get a basically indestructible item that's never gonna degrade or never gonna destroy. So that's a pretty good motivation. Another motivation I've seen take place is like players creating big communities where they can come and play and talk and basically enjoy or talk or create and meet other people on the Minecraft interest that share the Minecraft interest. And among those things, another peculiar interest that the players have seen lately, as of lately, is that players are playing so they can create farms or bases similar to those Minecraft YouTubers that are hot right now. For example, Mumbo Jumbo. He's built a circular base in his Minecraft series, and I have seen like on three different servers people building the exact base multiple times. It's like a mega structure. And like these YouTubers also inspire the player base to create different stuff.
Now that you mentioned about YouTubers getting integrating Minecraft, um, do you think like I'm thinking this for like a perspective of someone who just went into a development of a game and just looking at this, I'm seeing a lot of influences, like YouTubers that promoted this game, and they done a successful job creating worlds, integrating other players into playing with them into multiplayer servers, so they join and collaborate during Minecraft, doing all sorts of things. And I think that is an amazing, interesting thing. Like when you make a game with such simple graphics, and then it's become more popular like this in Minecraft, like there's details, like pixelated details of how this whole thing looks simple. And you don't need a 4K graphics just to make it better. I mean, you can make it better if you want to put some shaders on it and just make Minecraft a little more
Yeah,
realistic, but that's
those are
anyone's choice.
yeah.
But yeah,
Like the thing about Minecraft is so like the simplicity of a cube, and I can put that cube and make a house out of cubes. Is very simple concept to grasp for anyone. And like I actually seen like this theory in per brackets because like there's because like games like Tetris also involve cubes, and like cubes are basically like the simplest design there is, and like I noticed that there's gotta be a connection, but I kind of haven't seen anything or anyone talk about it.
yeah. And like, I mean, it depends on in any player who desires for what it. Okay, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If anyone wants to make Minecraft beautiful, you can make it so. I mean, there's no
Yeah, with
changing
especially with
quality. There's like no changing
especially
quality
with the
in
texture.
gameplay. Just it's there.
Yeah, but like there's also the option of creating texture packs and like resource packs that change the graphics and like fan made so it's higher quality, and like it's still the same game even with high fidelity textures. But that's the simplicity of its design of Minecraft. The
Hmm.
ability to place and remove blocks.
Now, and now for something that I want to talk about, and that has been going to be a lot in my head since when you talk about mumbo jumbo, because I know that YouTuber very well, and that he does like these simple redstone contraptions. I mean, I see. Okay, these are the different types of players that I've
Yes.
seen. There are builder players who um, make simple mega builds, like cities or houses or something like that, and just design all stuff. There's another player who can be a designer or constructor in redstones, where they build these complex machineries using the redstones, which is the equivalent of electricity here in Minecraft. That you can use redstones to make circuits or just mechanical doors
Yeah,
that can
and like
open and shut. I mean, what would be you? What would be a? I would be a builder type instead of a mechanical, like mechanics and designer type.
I'm definitely the opposite. I'm a redstoner. I like see a gameplay mechanic like for a farm or anything. I will try to find a way to use it on my will so I can create like this complex contraption that automates everything I do. And I find that really appealing, especially with the redstone components like comparators, observers, and like so I can manipulate the world. I really like the that get mechanic.
Like, I'm interested to see what other players' perspective when they start playing Minecraft in Survivor or in Hardcore or in Adventure. What will be their gameplay? And for those who are new players, you can comment down and just tell us what will be your type of game style here in Minecraft as well. And some interesting facts. If you have any interesting facts that you want to talk about Minecraft specifically, or any details related to Minecraft, please leave those comments below so that we can show and just talk about it. Well, that's done. So I just got a notification of a did you know fun fact about Minecraft that the ghast sounds are actually sounds of C418's cat when it's disturbed while sleeping.
Ah, that's adorable.
That is cute. So going back to this, what any other interesting facts about Minecraft that you want to share?
For the Enderman are actually voice clips in reverse. So if you reverse it, the Enderman can say hello there or goodbye or go away, something like that. And it's really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's wow. That's interesting. Oh, and I also heard of I think it was a fun fact about creepers from the very beginning that Notch is creating a pig. Somehow it keep missing the height and the height and the width of the pig's body, and so that just translated into a creeper, a new creature. Is
Oh man.
so who knew that a wrong like a badly rendered pig could be a creeper, like high HD
Oh, another
graph.
thing I want to add up that yeah, the there are different like modifications for Minecraft, and people have created like mods so that allows you to go to the space or to travel to distant lands or different universes and dimensions, which is really cool. And this modding community keeps adding more features that adds to the original experience of Minecraft, and it's really cool. Like the community come along and add stuff like machines.
Yeah, no, like you can add anything. Like it's like we said before. Like you can add as many experience or many mods that you want to integrate it into this game, and just go for your play styles that you want to share with the rest of your friends or the community you're getting follows. And basically, if I would have to say if I want to recommend this game, I would absolutely say yes. Definitely a great recommendation. And like as Karali just tagged it, it is the mother of all sandboxes, Minecraft.
I definitely, yeah, I recommend the game for like and wants to relax. I would highly recommend it.
And yeah, for those who are programmers who are interested in Java um, programming, you should try to check out Minecraft and try to make stuff of your own. Like if, like me as a programmer, I haven't touched on Java just yet because I didn't whole lot much of experience using it, but definitely C++, which is available for Bedrock. The Bedrock edition uses the C++, and this is what I just read. What I just read about it. I didn't even know that. And there's also other different versions out there that you can find it in its own. Minecraft Pocket Edition for Android and iOS. There's the Windows Edition, the Xbox, Switch, PS4, Fire OS, even Fire TV, even in VR. Like you can get Minecraft in VR.
Oh yes, that version is super cool. That's I saw a video once of somebody like staying all 24 hours inside of Minecraft. Really cool.
That's so cool.
It-
I would say a little creepy how we go into 24 hours inside Minecraft, but definitely a very. I would imagine it would be such a creepy encounter, like getting in, like instant grabbed in Minecraft so much, like it would drive you nightmares, I believe, because it feels like you're inside, literally in Minecraft.
But here's the thing: the Minecraft itself would it has like the time and nighttime when in real time, so it would the user in that sense if you stayed up.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't tried the experience of Minecraft VR, but I would imagine it would be very much just a whole nother experience. And in time, the daylight
Yeah,
day night cycle in Minecraft is very different in real life because it will only take like I believe it was 14 minutes or 14 minutes was it? But it turns it into a whole new day.
I think
I have to check.
yeah. And I'm gonna put that on my bucket. Like before I die, I gotta play Minecraft in VR.
Definitely recommending you to play Minecraft in VR. But yeah, that was very an interesting thought. And also, I don't know if you heard about there was going to be a Minecraft the movie, I believe. I know I'm deviating the whole theme of just breaking down a Minecraft in its whole, but I'm just really interested in the fact that we're going to be planning a movie. I know there's the
Yeah, that
Minecraft story
that
mode.
sounds interesting.
The Minecraft the movie, it says right here, was originally going to be directed by Sean Levy, aka the executive producer of Stranger Things, the series, which I would imagine that would be like I don't know how would it be in a Minecraft movie. It will be just Steve and Alex playing around in Minecraft and doing stuff. And by the way,
I
Steve and Alex are the
would
avatars.
imagine it. I would imagine it would be like stuff you do in Minecraft, but in real life. Like for example, like hunting trees and literally in real life. That's kind of interesting.
The tree just being floating in the air because, yeah, when you break a tree, you're not breaking the entire tree down, you're just breaking one piece of log. There's some that are affected in gravity, like sand, and then there's gravel as well. But yeah, other than that, uh, any other interesting facts you want to add?
Not that I can recall right now.
So far, I have nothing. Looks like my fun facts have been dying out. But anyway, I believe that's about it for today. And thank you so much, Emanuel Acosta. Thank you for joining us into this
Problem.
gaming breakdown of Minecraft. And sorry for the whole interruptions and the laggy things that happen. I just need a new computer. But anyways, I would like to thank you all for coming tonight into this experience, and I hope you enjoy it. And thanks very much for joining. Any plugins you want to add, Emmanuel, before we leave?
Yeah. Subscribe to Eman Vidmaker on YouTube.
Like if you want to see other on contents instead of Minecraft, you can join on this YouTube channel, and you can also check.
I also upload some game development
That's very.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So